It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the monster mash.
I'm Gryffindor Luke Summerhaze.
I'm Ravenclaw James J. Miles.
I'm Slytherin Andrew Rice.
Now I'm Hufflepuff James Stewart.
And you're listening to Fantastic Monsters and Where to Mash Them. And this week, we're hunting the boggart. No, but we are hunting something with a stupid name that sounds like it's from Harry Potter.
Yes,
What's
this
the
week
description thing?
we're hunting the Nibelsnarf.
Leviathans that have adapted to live in sandy areas. They burrow beneath the desert and locate prey orally, then suck both the target and any surrounding sand into their maws. The gill-like organs in their mouths are thought to absorb nutrients.
It is referring to this tonsil. When it says gill-like organs.
I think it has like little bits on the side of its cheeks that look a bit like gills.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can smash them off, can't you?
No,
But I suppose it spits out the sand and keeps the good bits.
We're not thinking...
that's how it flushes out the sand, like from behind it.
Yeah, you can still smash them, can't you? Or does he just hide them away?
Not the gill, so he's only got three main breaks. He's two front claws and he's tonsil.
I swear the bits on his gill things can
No,
break.
not that I've seen.
So when I think Nibelsnarf, the first thing I think of is just mouth.
Oh yeah, he's a big mouth in the sand.
He's a big mouth, yeah. We've got big heat
Maw.
and a big maw.
Your maw.
He's basically the Sarlacc from Star Wars.
Yeah, kind of.
Not from the
It's like a
first edition
smaller version.
one.
The smaller version. Sarlacc.
A bit more mobile than the Sarlacc. The Sarlacc is like a pit, isn't he?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, but that's what Nibelsnarf seems like until he starts jumping you.
And Nibelsnarf's like he's a bit more. He kind of charges around the sand to chomp at you, doesn't he?
Yeah, I see it as the idea is that he's meant to look a bit like he's just a big mouth in the sand, and then once he starts dealing with a hunter, he has to start moving a bit more.
Yeah, I get that respect. He's kind of like a sand trap, like these there to gobble up its prey by just being there in the sand to be a big maw in the sand, as you put it. But I guess with us, he has to move out. Yeah, okay, I can subscribe to that.
His Japanese name, Hapuroboka, means dive mouth wyvern, so it's just a big mouth you can fall in.
Yeah, makes sense. Now, I suppose we should stay on its name. How and where did Nibelsnarf come from?
Well, it nibbles things and then snarfs them.
I mean, that's really accurate. Okay.
Snarf.
Because I think out of any monster in this game, it is the goofiest sounding name.
When it came out, people were not happy with the translation.
I mean, he's a goofy looking motherfucker at the best of times, and the name does not help things along. He's meant to be. I consider him kind of like a mid-game monster. He's a bit tougher than your normal fare. But with that sort of name, he feels like an early kind of comedy monster.
You just want to hear a game facts comment when someone found out the name Nibelsnarf?
Go on.
Like, really, Capcom? I can deal with the other monster names, but Nibelsnarf? They really are lazying out the translation names with this monster.
More than Velocidrome.
Right. There's always been a bit of comedy in Monster Hunter, so I think you can forgive one monster out of 200 having a stupid name.
Yeah,
I like
think
that.
it fits. I like the name.
I like the name as well. It's just, I don't know how they got from, dive mouth to. Oh, I suppose dive mouth is a bit stupid sounding as well. If we're going for a little translation, they had to do it a little bit, kind of jazz it up.
I wouldn't like it if every single monster in the game was like the Nibelsnarf. But having a couple now and then, which are just really dumb, is brilliant.
Here comes Taily Fire. Oh. No, I get you. I quite, like as I said, I like the Nibelsnarf both in terms of how he fights. He feels like a bit like he's a better build drum than the build drum is, because you do like a bullfighter at times if you set your bombs, let them charge into you, roll out of the way, and then of course you can fish him up out of the ground. I suppose this is a good time of any to speak about how you actually fight the guy, because it does feel like compared to the monsters we've spoken about so far, there's more to this fight than just battering him to bits.
Yeah, he's probably one of the most unique ones to actually fight. Because when we talked about the Cephadrome, we were saying, he goes under the sand, but then you've got the Nibelsnarf,
Yeah,
which
there's
just does
way,
that so
way
much
more
more
tactics
interestingly.
to use on this fight than like all the other monsters we spoke about so far, I'd say.
Because you can use, well, as I said, you can set up barrel bombs and then charge. You can charge at you and you'll gobble him up, which then explode in his belly and leave him open to fish him out of the sand, which is again very
One of the
funny.
best yeah, one of the best
It
animations.
is brilliant.
Is it the tonsil itself that you're fishing onto?
I don't think so. I think it just goes in his mouth, doesn't it?
This is a common thing. I don't think that dangly bit is the tonsil.
What is it then?
It's like the uvula or something. The tonsils are the bits at the sides,
Yeah.
and the dangly bit in the mouth has a different name. I searched dangly bee and I got dangly bit at back of throat as the first.
Clearly, I'm not alone in this
Yeah,
misconception.
uvula it's called. Yeah, I know. I used to think that was the tonsil for ages, but it's not. The tonsils are either side of that.
Yeah, I don't know that, but everyone just refers it to a tonsil, so.
I've heard of uvula before, so yeah, makes sense.
Monster Mash, you learn something new every day.
Oh, this is where our sponsorship with the dentist is really paying off this week.
Well, we want to get on the BBC, so we have to be informative.
So that kind of like the uvula there is that I kind of took that as being kind of like an anglerfish is there to lure people into his big gob.
Well, to take a step back for a second, the only related monster is the gobble. Have you pronounced it?
Gobble.
What?
Gobble.
So
Gobble.
Gobble was in Monster Hunter
He's
3,
a gobble.
Oh,
and then Nibelsnarf was in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, and it's based. He really is an anglerfish. He's got the light and everything, and you fought him underwater.
okay.
And then Nibelsnarf is a version for games that don't have underwater fights.
Yeah, and the gobble actually buries himself underground as well when he's in the water on the base of the.
So he's very
So,
similar in that sense to the Nibelsnarf. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking at a picture of him just now, and he does seem very similar, like a big gob, basically.
And then also Gobble is eating stuff, as is nibbling and snarfing. So
Yeah. So basically a land version of the gobble then in that respect.
Yeah.
So I suppose that makes sense then that he's got a kind of a shiny thing that would lure stupid monsters or stupid hunters like Andy into his mouth, So that was uncalled for, sorry.
I didn't know that.
You're away for a week, you have to, build up your reputation again.
yeah, because we never bullied him when he was here.
It's a shame you don't actually kind of see it employ that then though, because it's just kind of when you first enter the fight with him, he's just buried under the sand.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be tough to kind of do into a fight because unless you had like a gathering point that
It'd be hard to disguise it, yeah.
like
I'd
maybe
like it if when you first meet him, you just see the little light in the sand,
Mhm.
and you walk up to it, and the mouth opens under you, and you sort of.
to roll away. Kind of
That'd be a nice little cutscene once. And then
It's something that could have
not
done.
really
it.
worth animating just to happen to you one time.
to be honest, if he turned up in, I don't think he's in 4 Ultimate, is he? He was in 3 Ultimate in this, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I see what you're getting at. If he was in,
If he's in
Ultimate,
for
we've got
Ultimate,
a nice cutscene.
It probably got a nice cutscene where something like that happened. Whereas in this, you'll just get kind of a free frame of him going through the sand and then Nibelsnarf pops
I
up.
hope they do that for Double Cross.
I don't think they'd make that much of a change for Double Cross, but hopefully 5 will bring it back to having a bit more story and everything.
Kind of presentation value's been back there, yeah.
Still a possibility though, because they always add a lot of content into the G rank versions. So.
Oh yeah, my fingers are double crossed, but
Oh.
Dearie me.
Fell into that one.
It's like the Nibelsnarf's mouth. So is he designed in any real world animal? Because I mean, I mentioned the anglerfish being kind of a comparison there, but is there anything in the desert that's even remotely like the Nibelsnarf? He feels quite a lot like a fantasy monster of anything we've encountered so far.
yeah, I think obviously the Gobble is based on the anglerfish.
Yeah.
And then the Nibelsnarf is an extrapolation from him.
Mhm.
So I don't think it's specifically based on a real world animal. We're going back to with all the sand monsters where it's a bit like the sandworms from June or something like that, or the Sarlacc like we said earlier.
Mhm.
It's just, alright, we've got a fish one, but now, well, actually that's the same thing that happened in Plesioth and Cephadrome. We got a fish one, now let's put him in the desert.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything more to him than that, really. He's a big mouth in the sand. Pretty common fantasy trope.
Is it though? There's not much else I can think of. Oh, I suppose you have kind of, like I said, like your sand traps.
I think with
But yeah, I don't think they normally end up being like a particularly interesting monster.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely seen.
The only thing I can think of is that it's kind of similar in the real world. There's like there's a spider that's in the desert that kind of burrows in the sand, and it's for prey kind of.
Yeah, I am not going to be looking that up to put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
But I do know what you mean, and it is horrifying.
Spiders either, but I think the same attacks are kind of remind me of that.
I'm now sat cross-legged because I don't want my feet under the table.
There's a spider right above your head just now.
I woke up the other morning and there was a big one on my ceiling right over my face.
Oof.
Yeah, that was not fun. Couldn't even finish my wank.
So I know you'll be going hopping mad waiting for next week's Monster Mash, but don't worry, because next week we'll be hunting the Lagombi.
And if you've enjoyed any of this nonsense or you've been affected by the issues discussed today, then why not follow us at Monster Mash Pod, or on any of your various podcast apps and things, or on the iTunes, or on the YouTube. Let us know you're enjoying it.
And if you could tweet at AndyMan949 gifs of Boba Fett falling into the Sarlacc pit, that'd be much appreciated. But otherwise, I think that's us.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
See ya. To be honest, if I had that to go to work,
That picture of Obama and Trump just gets regurgitated the new joke like every day into that.
The look on Obama's face, though. He did not want to be there.
You guys fucked up. It's so sick. Like, I keep feeling like it's some sort of reality TV joke gone wrong.
Well,
That's what Trump is. He is a reality TV man.
I keep waiting for Antoinette to jump out. Wait, hey, you got yours.
Yeah, one of them dressed
popular
up.
American celebrity.
Like all this time, Donald Trump wasn't really the person that
Dick dressed up.
Yeah.
He very does look like a fucking puppet.
They've been pulling this trick since they started Biker Grove.
It used to be the two of them sat on each other's shoulders.
The line got too big.
Are we on our pants?
Yep. In the game,
Cross. Quite I'm the opposite in real life because I'm going commando.
Leave that one and give the listeners pulses pumping.
Oh, I will. Gonna keep all that Trump chat as well. Then I won't attempt to bring it up in the episode.
To give them heart palpitations. Well, so pretty much a given. Do you know, we sometimes when me and Andy are playing Overwatch, he'll mid-game he'll just stop and go, you know, sometimes I'll wake up at night and I'm thinking about Harry Styles and No,
Jay, the Velociraptor's eating Styles!
Oh shit! Fuck! The quest!
Did you spawn right by the monster?
Yes, right in fucking front of his face!
Okay.
I just looked down the screen and Nibelsnarf just sort of about to bite me. I'm like,
Fuck me.
Oh,
Well, I've seen the thing. Like that.
Smash this week sponsored by your local dentist.
Paid me in teeth.
He gave me a sticker.
You know that's not sponsorship. Get that sticker free.
He gave me a sticker and said, "You've been a very brave boy today, get this sponsorship." Oh no, I've been trapped. No! No, Jazz! No, Jazz!
Oh shit, I'm gonna die probably. I can't believe they made that change to the Insect Glaive. It wasn't so trippy in the forums. Oh dear! What happens when you try and sharpen?
Just lies!
What a shambles!
Went on the other side of the zone and I thought, oh yeah, it's totally safe to sharpen and he just pops out of the ground. Give me one hit.